In the realm of UFO encounters, few stories have captured the world's imagination, like the Betty and Barney Hill abduction case. It's a tale that stands at the crossroads of fear, wonder, and the quest for understanding beyond the stars. Join us as we journey back to September 1961 and unravel the events that forever changed ufology and the lives of an ordinary couple who experienced something extraordinary. Betty and Barney Hill, a loving couple living a life not unlike yours or mine. But their ordinariness was the foil for the extraordinary event they purportedly experienced one fateful night. Returning from a delayed honeymoon, they journeyed through the sleep-laden expanses of rural New Hampshire. Unbeknownst to them, the road ahead was leading them to one of the most documented and debated encounters in UFO history. Before we delve deeper into the night of the encounter, it's vital to understand who Betty and Barney Hill were outside of their alleged abduction. Residing in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Betty was a social worker with a degree in sociology, while Barney worked for the post office and was highly active in the civil rights movement. The couple, an interracial pair, married in a time when such unions were still subject to societal scrutiny, displaying their courage and commitment to one another. Their journey began innocently enough, a well-deserved vacation through Montreal and Niagara Falls. Yet, as they ventured home on September 19, 1961, the wooded landscapes of New Hampshire's White Mountains became the backdrop for their surreal experience. It started with a simple misidentification of what they assumed was a falling star, except that it moved erratically, growing bigger and brighter. As the unknown craft descended closer, Barney, through binoculars, witnessed something that defies belief: an unconventional disc-shaped craft with a series of windows around the perimeter. Within these windows, Barney saw occupants, not human. These beings had bald heads, slanted eyes, and wore uniforms. The Hills were then overcome by an altered state of awareness. The next thing they remembered was resuming their drive, miles down the road, with only vague, fragmented memories of the intervening time. Under hypnosis, the suppressed memories emerged. They recounted being escorted by these beings into their spacecraft, subjected to a thorough examination. Betty, in particular, described a needle being inserted into her navel, called a pregnancy test. Communicating in English through telepathy, the beings showed Betty a star map, revealing their place of origin. This very star map would later ignite debates among astronomers and enthusiasts. The examinations were methodical and intrusive, and though the beings communicated reassurance, the couple was fraught with anxiety. The most harrowing moment was the pregnancy test. A painful procedure alleviated when the leader waved his hand over Betty's eyes. Betty's star map pointed to the Zeta Reticuli system, about 39 light-years away. The being's spacecraft could travel through space-time, making a journey of such distance seem trivial. The Alcubierre drive concept and the idea of wormholes come to mind when theorizing how these beings could traverse such distances. These speculative concepts suggest manipulating space-time itself, potentially allowing for faster-than-light travel. Their journey to Earth presents a universe of possibilities, both literally and figuratively, propelling our imagination to the stars. Betty and Barney experienced something quite common in UFO abduction stories: missing time. They couldn't account for nearly 2 hours of their journey, and their recollections of the event were fragmented at best. Their watches stopped working, and there were shiny, concentric circles on their car that hadn't been there before. Compelled to investigate these inconsistencies, the Hills underwent hypnosis, which revealed startlingly detailed and corroborative accounts of their experiences aboard the craft. The aftermath of the encounter had profound effects on the Hills. Barney developed anxiety and a fear of the dark, while Betty, who was initially more skeptical, became a fervent ufologist. Despite the ridicule and disbelief they faced, their story remained consistent. They didn't seek fame or financial gain, reinforcing the sincerity of their account. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence was the star map shown to Betty. Under hypnosis, she drew a map she was shown by the alien beings, which she was told depicted trade routes and expeditions. Years later, a schoolteacher and amateur astronomer named Marjorie Fish constructed a 3D model of the star map, which she believed aligned with the stars of the Zeta Reticuli system. This assertion brought both support and skepticism from the scientific community, adding another layer of mystique to the already enigmatic case. What makes the case of Betty and Barney Hill so captivating isn't just the event itself, but its enduring legacy. It was one of the first widely publicized reports of alien abduction, occurring before the term was even part of popular vernacular. It laid the groundwork for how such encounters are perceived and discussed, highlighting the complexities of distinguishing fact from fiction and reality from psychological phenomena. As we reach the end of our journey exploring the harrowing and fascinating experience of Betty and Barney Hill, we're left to ponder the unimaginable possibilities. Whether you believe in their story or remain skeptical, it challenges our understanding of the cosmos and our place within it. Their tale invites us to explore, to question, and to marvel at the mysteries that lie just beyond our reach. As we gaze into the night sky, we realize that exploration doesn't end with what we know. It only expands with what we yearn to understand. What are your thoughts on the Betty and Barney Hill case? Do you believe we're alone in the universe? Or do you think we're just part of a larger cosmic community, merely awaiting a formal introduction? Share your thoughts, theories, and insights in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this journey into the unknown, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more explorations into the unexplained. Until next time, keep an open mind and let curiosity be your guide.